What's up, family? It's your boy King Obatuna, back again with another episode. I'm here with Kim the Comic and Auntie Joan,
The rich auntie.
the rich auntie. And today we're going to talk about Ugandan English, aka Ugalish. And was it Ugalish or Uglish? Whatever.
I've never heard of
that.
that.
I hear it here and there.
Yeah.
So Ugandans don't actually have like pidgin or anything like that. They just have an interesting way of how they speak English.
Yeah.
Now, Uganda is known as an English-speaking country, by the way. So
British.
you guys have to
English.
understand. Yeah, you guys have
colonized
that.
by the British.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they have a British way of speaking English here. Like they refer to pants as trousers and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh.
So those small things, like I want to talk about with my subscribers because actually when I first came here, I had a hard time with that. I didn't really know like you guys English, and people even had a hard time with my English.
Yeah.
And I kind of got confused with that.
Yeah.
'Cause I come from an English-speaking country. So that's when I found out Ugandans just have a different way of interpreting English and a different way of speaking English.
True.
So what I found is that there are 3 categories for English speakers in Uganda, in my opinion. It's not a
Okay.
real thing,
Yeah.
but it's just my opinion, my little breakdown. And I have the ones that are really good English speakers, like you really just can't tell the difference, or they sound more British when they talk. But they were born and raised right here. They never even been to the UK.
Yeah.
But they got that little British little accent,
We'll get into why they have that. Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
And then there's a second one, like y'all, you know what I'm saying, like you guys here. These guys here, look, they speak good English, all right? Don't get me wrong.
I'm in the first
Bro,
category.
You're
Look
not,
in
bro.
the mirror. Accept who you are.
Yo, I feel like the schools I went to are being degraded right now. I
What?
went to very good schools, and I believe I'm in the first bracket of English speakers.
You sure about that, bro?
Yeah.
I think
Yo, stop, bro.
your viewers can judge him.
They will, bro.
Yeah.
By the
I
end of
think
this
it's
video,
better
we
they
gonna
just-
know.
Yeah.
We gonna know. And then there's the third category where people are just like really, really local. And you guys might experience this when you come here. Sometimes you might want to get like street food, or you want to go to a street vendor, or you want to do something that's primarily on the street.
Yeah.
You'll find like bodas, sometimes taxi drivers or vendors on the street have a different type of English versus people like these guys were sitting here.
Even
So, you guys,
Yeah.
can y'all explain to me like why that is?
Should he go first?
Please.
No, you go. Ladies first.
Anyone first, please.
No, anyway, I kind of understand where you're coming from, but now to us, when you speak with some sentences, we think you're actually speaking wrong English because there's a way you guys say.
That's what that is.
That's what that is. Bro,
No,
you're
not
stupid.
that. It's not the accent. It's how you put a sentence together,
Wow.
and then some things are wrong because like, we've been told the British kind of English, right?
Okay.
Because we're colonized by the British. So it's it's quite different. Yeah, I can tell.
Okay.
When you're moving forward, you're right. So with the first level of people who speak that nice English, like you call it, you gave an example of someone. We're not going to mention his name.
How
Someone
about that
on our
girl?
team.
Quasi.
Oh, you just
Quasi or who else? Not Tati. Tati. is-
Simran.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway, starting with level 1, I think some people have really good English depending on the schools they went to and the friends they have.
Okay.
Because you can go to really good schools, but then the people you mix or the people you hang around with are just like, so you kind of, I know like it's a bad thing, but like the people you hang around with, can influence how you talk.
Okay.
Now level 2, like me, like him.
No,
now,
yo.
okay, like
You really
me.
think you're level 1, bro?
Yo.
Anyway,
Top tier,
I
bro.
will accept I'm a level 2 because I make mistakes with speaking English, and
A
I
lot.
think with me it's more of I'm not going to hate on my people from the west, Western Uganda, but I started from Western Uganda. That was Bushenyi, it's Bushenyi Bara, that whole
Okay.
China and whatnot. So that English is a bit like the L and R are like.
Oh my goodness. Yo, that used to mess me up so much.
We
when I
have
came
someone
here.
who calls shalom.
They say
Shalom.
shalom.
Even
So,
like-
yeah.
Bottle, they'll say botro.
Brother, they say
that's-
blazer. Blazer.
No, anyway, I'm explaining why I'm a level 2. The reason that I am in level 2 is because I started from the West, I love the West. Loved it, so
I love
that's
the
why
West
my
too.
English is like that. Then another thing, I am the kind of person who reads the room and I adjust. If I'm speaking to you and I think you expect me to like speak this perfect English, I'm going to make mistakes. And it's not with English alone, it's with Uganda. Like every time I go to my grandparents, I'm like, oh, here we go. It's like a test, like, oh, let's see what she's going to say. Then I mess up in Uganda, yet I don't usually mess up. So with me, it's like, I'm hot and cold. It's like here and there. you know.
How do you mess up in Uganda? I don't understand.
I do. Like, I get so nervous. If you expect, like, oh my God, this is a kenganda. This is someone who expects me to know Uganda, and I'll start messing up. It's more of me, you know, but that's just for me. But then people like level 2
Like
exist,
Level
you know.
1?
Level 2 exists because like that's just a basic Ugandan, you know. That's a normal Ugandan.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just
and
called
then,
me a basic Ugandan.
and you think you are what?
You kinda are,
I have a passport, a national ID, all these documents, and I'm basic.
Okay, bro. Okay, you leveled up. I forgot, bro. You leveled up that
Anyway,
COVID, bro.
yeah,
Not
moving
gonna lie.
forward with level 3.
Uh-huh.
Now, I think with level 3, it's just like, you know, not everyone is going to stress and learn the perfect English. Not
Yes.
everyone is going. Some people learn English off the movies they watch,
And I was
off the
gonna
series
ask
they
you
watch.
about that.
There's a certain Ugandan artist, I won't say her name, but when she talks, you can know she learned her English from watching series.
Who's that?
Okay.
No,
I want to know.
Yo.
No,
Even me, I
I
Come on,
don't want her fun. And it's not a bad thing because she dropped out of school to, you know, hustle and whatnot. That's a very good story. But like, you can't understand. Oh, before you go further, my own mother, you know, my mom didn't finish high school, you know, life and whatnot. So her English is also like, and she stresses with my young brother because my young brother is like an English speaking. Like,
I had that issue with my
yeah.
ex. My ex's mom, her English wasn't so great as well, so
Yeah.
she used to have the
Like-
daughters. She had to depend on them to
Yeah.
translate.
No, she can understand your English, but it's just when she starts speaking.
But I used to have a really thick accent when I first came
Yeah.
here. It took me these 3 years to like switch it up, and then like certain words, like I would say like beer. We have a southern
Beer.
way of saying it. We say burr.
Oh, it's a beer.
Yeah,
Oh.
burr. So I was like, let me get a burr. A what? A what?
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of threw, you know, a lot of people off. So
Yeah.
I have those southern things that I would say, like her or there, over there, something like that. You know, that would throw people off. Yeah. So it took me a long time to switch that up. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was starting to notice that, like, how come people couldn't understand me? And I realized one is the type of English that I speak, and two, my accent too. Like, it's really thick. So,
so
you
Kim, what's
explain,
it
bro.
for
How
Kim?
do you think you're a top tier, number one, the
You
best
know?
English speaker in the world, bro?
Let's
Guys,
hear.
let me prepare myself for this.
Mm-hmm. You
So-
think you're better than Museveni?
Of course, you know.
For us.
Museveni, instead of saying
For us. For
says
us.
for us.
For us.
For us.
Seven is like the third. Like,
basically-
come on now.
Basically,
No
like,
offense
what I would say is
to the president.
there's certain, for first top tier English speakers in Uganda, yeah, who have never really traveled anywhere. Like, it's basically the schools, because we do have international schools also in this country. So like some kids go to those schools and then mingle with like kids who have probably been from the other side, outside, or like
Kids of
even,
foreigners.
yeah. So like genuinely, if you're young and you're growing up with these guys, you're going to adopt that accent
Okay.
and start speaking like that. I wasn't in an international school, but I was in a very good school where like you wouldn't find many people speaking local languages and stuff. So it was all about English there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I think I'm the top tier. I'm in the top tier English speakers. But yeah, that's how grade 1 is. It's basically how you're brought up and the school. Even households. Some households in Uganda, like me, and I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but like we don't speak local languages.
I've heard that a lot too.
Yeah, when I'm speaking with my parents all the time, it's English.
So the parents, they really try to influence the kids to speak more English.
Sometimes it's not the kids'
thing.
fault, because also like some kids grow up without going to the village for a long time, so
Okay.
they just end up being exposed to Kampala, English, all over. So you find it difficult to go back to your local language.
Can I say something before you rush? To add to that, with my family, my dad also didn't finish school, so he took pride in teaching us English.
Okay.
You know, and enforcing that we speak English in the house. But then he reached a point, he's like, okay, now switch. But you know, like they take pride, like, oh, my kids are going, you know, my kids speak this
That's
good English.
interesting.
No, continue. Thank you.
Okay.
So the levels you brought, I don't know like what level 2 is.
You and me.
No, I'm not level
So
2.
you don't
Okay,
think
I
there's a
am
gap
level
between
2.
level 1 and level 3?
Okay, I am
Okay.
level 2.
Level 1 probably, yeah, you could say the guys with really good accents. Then level 2 is like you said, the basic normal Ugandan who doesn't make mistakes a lot, but just speaks English in a very normal way.
A local way.
Yeah.
In a
Well, we're going to
in a
local.
normal way.
Yeah.
Normal way, not local, but just
Normal
like a
to you or
Ugandan.
normal to who? 'Cause it's not normal to me, that's why.
It's
Oh.
normal to the country.
Now, if you say local, then what is level
That's
3.
why I said local 3 is too local.
It's dead.
I wouldn't say dead, but those are the ones that know bits. It's like my Uganda. I would be considered like local because my Uganda, I know bits and pieces of Uganda. So most I would say, hey, I'm not getting you. You get what I'm saying? That's what I hear the most because they're too local. Their English is not complete yet. So there's certain things I would say, like for example, I had to explain to my boat I had to get over here, and I had to use everything I could think of just to explain to him here, and all I had to say was Bakota works. Hey, Bakota, you get what I'm saying? And he knew immediately. But I told him. We're gonna go straight from whatever road and just keep going straight, and then we'll make a left here and then turn there. What? What? You understand? So I started to notice that a lot. So that's just what I mean.
So yeah, level 2, the Joans, rich aunties.
It's alright.
This is a guy.
Bro, he's like a 1.5, bro. I'm not gonna say
No,
a whole
let's
one,
give
bro.
him, give it.
No,
Give
no,
that to him.
I have a 4.1 CGPA
Oh,
from university.
okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not going to allow to be in level 2.
University is more theory. What are you saying? Do
Joan?
they teach you? Do they tell you to speak in
So,
exams?
are they teaching Uganda in university?
Yeah.
No.
No, you should search
You
about
see,
it.
level 2. This is
No,
this is what's going
no.
on.
Oh, there's another
So
point I have.
level 2 is here. Level 2 is people who probably like had like a childhood out of Kampala. Like then they just shifted here.
Okay.
Like probably like in their primary level up to like 12 years or 13 years, they grew up like outskirts
village,
of
yeah.
Kampala.
Okay.
Then they decided to come here, so the English develops with time. That's why you see Joan here sometimes makes it feel a lot of errors, but we do our best to like
Oh yeah,
patch
I
it
will
up,
agree with you.
patch it up a bit.
I do make some.
Then level 3 is people who definitely have not gone to school or have gone to school for like for a very short time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like probably stopped in primary or stopped in their senior 2, and these guys, even the schools they are studying are not Kampala schools.
Okay.
So the English even is not that good that they're being taught.
So do you guys see like in the future here in Uganda in the next few years, because these younger generation start to get older,
Yeah.
do you think English in Uganda is going to start to improve, or are people going to continue to speak the way they speak?
I think they're going to continue because it's not the way you've put it. Okay, no, not the way you
It's like
put
there's
it, but
an
like
English way of going on.
yeah, but not everyone is going to school, and now
Yeah.
with COVID, not everyone went
even
back
worse
to
now,
school.
true.
That some people actually started some kids who started working.
Yeah.
And so, like I don't think Uganda is going to change anytime. We still have people in the village who come to Kampala in the near future. So I don't think the English is going to change.
So what should my subscribers do for? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yes, sir.
But for
Yes.
my subscribers who are just coming here, do you have COVID, bro? You coughing and whatnot. We are kind of close. There's no social distancing. We got our sanitizer right over there anyway. But as I was saying, for my subscribers who plan on coming here in the future,
Yeah.
like what is something that you can tell them about the Ugandan English here, like something they should be prepared for? Because me, like I had no idea. And then some of the people that I met on the plane, either they knew it or they didn't know English at all. So I just, didn't really interact with them. But everybody that you meet on the plane knows decent English.
Yeah.
Once you get off that plane, and you meet those local taxi drivers or the local guys with, their private cars and whatnot,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes a little issue. So what can you tell my subscribers, if anything?
Go first.
You go first.
English speakers are here, good, bad, and ugly. But the best, if you want to like come into Kampala and not get a lot of problems, it's better if you go to places. If you're like maybe from the States, you go to places which are a bit, what should I say? A bit modernized. Because
So,
if you go to like
Cafe
places
Javas
like
instead
Cafe
of-
Javas, Acacia Mall,
Instead of Ibra's food spot.
I don't know Ibra's food.
Oh,
So
he
local-
knows.
local joint.
Trying to act like he doesn't eat local food.
Come.
Local food.
Oh, so like you go to places which are a bit higher in class, and there's Muyenga, there's Kololo, there's Acacia Mall, like I said. So that's the best way to where people will at least not give you trouble when you're communicating. But if you go into like the villages, like outside Kampala, you better have somebody like a local person who can interpret for you some things, because you definitely need help when you're communicating to the local people. Yeah.
I will say this though, I had that issue a few times when I was traveling. I will say, if you don't have anybody around you that does or will be willing to translate for you, money does talk in this country. So, for example, I wanted to get some chicken, and off the side of the road, I was stopping like in Ginger somewhere, and I didn't know how much it was. I had 5,000 shillings in my hand. I kept asking like, how much? They just hold up in their finger, 3, like this. I'm like, okay, here you go, get my change. So money does talk in certain things, but in other things, you might get the cold shoulder. If they don't really understand what you're saying, I've had experience where they'll just walk away from you. Because, that language barrier is just too much for some people to process,
Yeah.
So that is one thing I want to say. Joan, did you have anything you want to add?
I do. I was waiting. It's just like, anyway, I want to disagree with Kim because I feel like you can't go you can't travel. Kim, it's okay. Let's agree to disagree. You should have died for me. Anyway, I think when you go to a different place, you should expect some difficulties. It's quite useless for you to move from the US where you're comfortable and living your best life to come to another country and be comfortable and live your best life. I believe in putting yourself out there, facing it rough and learning and getting some memories. Because, of course, in Uganda, there are people who have, different English speaking, levels and whatnot. So you learn, you adjust, because the way he's talking, that's an experience, that's a memory that he has, something you won't get if you keep going to the high-end places. Fine, you can go to the Muyengas, the Kololos, but so, what are you like? You came to a third world country to live like in a first world country. Does that make sense to you? Go to the place, see what's on the ground, like the Kenyan say, kwa ground. Go and see, interact with the locals. If it's difficult, go with your phone, the Google Translate. I think it can help. Yeah.
Well, Swahili, Luganda is not on Google Translate right now that I know of.
As giving options. But since that can't work, go with a local,
Get a local interpreter.
Yeah, get a local interpreter. But I don't encourage.
You should pay him.
Yeah. Definitely. Why are you using services for free?
You know one thing I do like about Ugandans though? There's always somebody willing to help you too. Like somebody's always standing right there. They're nosy as fuck. I hate to say it like that, but people are always standing right there.
They don't mind that.
If they just feel like you guys aren't communicating properly, they'll, hey, what are you getting?
Yeah.
And they'll start translating the middleman in that thing right there for you. So I will say that.
Yeah, so I don't encourage you to go to the fancy places. I encourage you to go out there, get bit by mosquitoes, have an experience, face it rough, have a story. Don't come out here trying to be fancy.
Yo, if y'all come out here, you hit me up, I'm gonna take y'all to Malungu. We're not going to Manyonyo.
Yeah.
I'll take you to Manyonyo, you taking pictures and whatnot, then we're gonna go to Malungu, the local spot.
Yeah, because we believe it's for a short time. Come here, suffer for a week, have an experience. Not saying that it's a must to suffer in a third world country. No, you can go for the fancy life, but I'm just saying, and then what?
You experience the culture.
You didn't get to experience Uganda.
I got a question for y'all though. Since y'all think that y'all, good English speakers and whatnot, do you think y'all be able to move around properly in America?
Yeah.
Of course.
Without anybody? Without any help?
Of course.
Yeah. You sure?
I want to come back and want to be talking like this.
Alright. You think so?
Yeah. I think so. And one thing, you adjust in life. If you think they can't, understand your level of English, then you upgrade it. I have a friend of mine who was a sister in the UK. She's doing her uni there, and she says when she goes to the supermarket and she uses her Ugandan English, they don't get her, so she has to do a whole UK accent. So I'm sure if I went to the US, I would learn the US accent.
Joan, you sure?
If there's something about me, I am flexible and adjustable.
Can you try?
Can you say the
I
word
want to try to hear your American
condescend?
Condescend.
Condescend.
Bro, you can't even say condescend right.
Condescend.
In all that we've said, I don't know how many minutes we've taken, but I don't think Ugandans should switch who they are or how they speak to accommodate foreigners.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
No, because we could have someone watching this saying, oh, why are you guys not proud that you speak English in a certain way? So for that person out there thinking like that, let's correct them and tell them.
Now,
No, what you mean?
Ugandans shouldn't have to correct their English at all. Because you know what? Ugandans have so many languages that they speak here. Like every tribe has their own language.
Yeah.
But the reason why,
with that being said, y'all shouldn't have to focus primarily on English, in my opinion.
The reason why Ugandans tend to change a lot when they go abroad or when they're with foreigners, because I'll be honest, Uganda doesn't really have a strong. We're not like Nigeria where there's a strong common language and culture.
Yeah.
Here it's everything, everything is all over the place. So you find yourself
50-something tribes
adopting to anything out there. So that's one reason why I think Ugandans usually
we're not
change
like
accents a lot.
Kenya that has Swahili and
Yeah.
that's it. However much there's Kikuyu and what, but like Swahili is like the big thing.
Yeah.
What was I going? I was going to say something. Sorry.
It's okay. But other than that, I did want to say that I really do appreciate how accommodating Ugandans are with as far as English goes. But in the future, I do recommend for you guys to try to learn a little bit of Uganda. It's not that difficult. There are some quick words that you can learn. You can watch my video, of course. Things like that. And you hear it a lot. Like, I hear it repeat a lot. So that's also what helped me remember it so much. But a lot of people know a little bit of Swahili here. So if you know some quick words in Swahili, you might be able to get your point across. You might be able to get what you need to get just using Swahili alone. So don't be discouraged from speaking it. You can ask someone if they know it, and they'll probably say yes, they do. And you can start speaking and get your point across right away. So other than that, you guys want to give me final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Let me say something. Because you see, with me, when I was in uni, I used to speak English all the time and do it. But once I finished uni, I kind of realized you can't. Because now I'm not going to avoid it. How are you? I'm going to Ntinda. No, I'm not Ntinda. That's it. Like right on the spot. You get. I'm not going to start using English. Oh, I'm going to this place. Like that's a waste of time. So
I don't
that's
do the whole thing.
English is majorly for
when you say
like officers and whatnot.
Corporate
You're going to a local person, like And what was I going to say? Oh, another thing I was going to say. Like, if you have an accent, do not change who you are. I had people when I was doing news for Phil's channel. I had people telling me, oh, she has a strong African accent, or trying to hate on me.
But what's
an African accent?
But that's
so
what I was
saying.
No, but we have people out there who think Africa is a country. This is Africa. Like, be specific, bro. Is it Uganda? Is it Kenya?
Seriously.
But my boss told me the reason why I am unique from other presenters is because of that African accent. So I went with that and I ran with that. You don't have to change yourself for other people to be accepting of you. A few of them will disagree, but just be yourself. Be with your African accent and be proud.
The reason why people become big personalities is because they're unique. Like if everyone was the same,
forcing accent,
you wouldn't be following anyone. You follow people because of their uniqueness.
We do have some Ugandan presenters who force. I know them. I won't mention that.
Well, we know them, but like, come on.
Why do you guys have two, like, you got the local news, like the local one, and then you got the regular news? Is that a reason for that?
With the local news, not everyone wants to listen to news in English. And then, you know what's so weird,
Oh, they can't understand English.
Yeah, they can't understand English and they prefer to have it in Luganda.
So they just repeat the same stories, but just in Luganda. I like watching the ones in Luganda because they're more dramatic. Yeah,
exactly. that's the one thing I was going to say. I was going to say the news in Luganda is a bit more...
pizzazz.
Yeah, it's more like, I don't know, like they put in they do the most.
They really do. They'll get a lady and like the lady will be crying and everything, telling her story. Like it's so dramatic, it's funny.
But with the English news, it's quite boring.
It is.
English news is boring to me. I feel like the Luganda news they put like Bukede does the most of the Gatali Konfufu. That shit is depressing. Meanwhile, it's depressing because they put all the sad news.
They do though.
But if you're a lighter head like me, you can find some fun in it. Then have to be too serious.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do. So. At this time, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. I do appreciate you guys for talking to me about Ugandan English. I hope my subscribers got a better understanding of English here in Uganda. It's not that much of a difference. Like I told y'all before, this is an English-speaking country. It's just you guys got to be aware of certain words and phrases and how sentence structure is just a little bit different than how it is from me because I'm from America. So other than that, if you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe now. Everybody else, give me a thumbs up if you like this episode. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this episode. Let me know what you think of these guys. Also, you can follow Joanita's YouTube channel. Please. On my YouTube channel, it's Joanita Maya. Then you can also follow us on Kenganda. And follow the podcast as well.
Can we just say that? Can we
shout out everything?
You can also follow me on Instagram at Kim the Comic.
It's kind of boring though.
Kim is kind of boring. Yeah, you are boring.
Yo, have you seen?
You don't even post like that. Like you post other people's stuff. You don't post yourself, bro.
Anyway,
I post my stuff.
Anyone was going to say? On Kenganda, we have the dating show, guys.
Oh yeah.
So if you are looking for
Speaking of which, that's actually why I brought those flowers. Too.
Yeah.
I thought my wife was gonna be over here.
By the way, Butuna said he liked some girl on the dating show.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
It's going crazy
Yeah.
for her. Anyway, so you can check out Kenganda. We have a dating show. We have lots and lots of beautiful African girls. You can act at the end of the show. We put their Instagram, so you DM them and just talk to them. We want you to find love in the motherland.
Like we found love.
I know, Kim.
This
Stop,
brother,
guys.
sister,
This is my brother, yeah.
Oh my god, I have a real
Brother.
sister in Christ.
Sister in Blazer.
No, I have a real sister, guys.
This is my bro.
All right, fam. I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll holler at you next time. Peace.